All right. So now we need to get data from our JavaScript up here and send it down to our code here. And the way we're going to do that is by making the URL that we're passing, instead of just being button, we're going to add an argument to that. And the way we do that is we're going to add a question mark and then give a tag. In this case, we're going to say color equals, and then we're going to add on the color. This is going to be a capital letter, R, G, or B. Now in our code, let me go check look at my reference code again, because again, this is all code that I'm still learning. We're going to now add a piece to our thing. We're going to add a new variable into our function. We're going to do string color. And now to get that, we're going to first check to see if there is a value. So if request arrow operator has param, and let me go look at my reference code, because again, I'm still learning this. Level in. We need to add a new variable to our main code. That is the tag for that. So we're going to take and add a const star pointer or star color input equals color. This is the variable that matches the argument that's passed right here. So this needs to match this. And put a semicolon so we don't get a compile error. So back to our grab. So we're going to check the parameter. I'm going to go back to our reference code. So give me a second. And helps to make sure my spelling is correct. So it has param and then color input. Basically, if we have a color, then we can grab the color. So we're going to say color equals request arrow operator get param color input. So basically, hey, did we get a color? If we did, store it. And we're going to grab the value. And that's using the arrow operator. Dash. Now, we can do something with that color. So we're going to go and do similar to before. So we're going to keep track of the state of each of the LEDs. So we're going to go back to our top, and we're going to add a thing. So Boolean add on equals false. Boolean green on equals false. And Boolean blue on equals false. And now, similar to our code before, we can say if color equal R, Then we check to see if red on. We're going to go and turn it off. So red on equals false. If it is on, that would be off. We're going to say serial print ln, and this output says button is light red is off. And finally, it's actually digital write. So digital write red LED. Just double checking my variable name. Yep, red LED, good. Else red on equals true. Serial dot run red is on, and digital write load to actually turn it on. Now we have to do that for each of those things. So else if, or actually I'm going to steal from here. Control C. So if the color is G, then we're going to do green. Let's copy it for myself. Control V, green, Control V, green, Control V, and then finally B, blue, Control C, Control V, Control V, Control V, Control V, blue, and blue. And that matches our request. This one matches the color blue. This one matches the else. So basically turn on the proper LED. There's a more elegant way of doing this by pushing some of this code into the main loop to check the values of those. But right now we're going to put stuff right in the server request because it's a little simpler. One less place to look instead of 3 places, just 2 places to look. So I'm going to hit upload and then pause the video as I have been doing, so you don't have to watch it upload because that's boring. Silly typo. I put color instead of color, so now color, and it actually figured that out. So again, recompile. I'll come back if I have an error or finish it. All right, we have connection. I'm going to take and clear my output here. I'm going to reload the page. If I hit red, let's hit red again. Okay, good news, bad news. Light's not turning on and off, but everything else is working. So the question is, why is the actual thing not working? So let's double check. Let's make sure those are all set as outputs and they have the right values, D3, D4, D9. So why was the light not turning on? Oh, because I'm stupid and forgot to replace never actually run code to turn it on and off. I have everything that just turns to high no matter what. So many things to keep track of. All right, I'm going to compile one more time and back in a moment. Remember, every time I hit go and pause, it's like a few seconds for you, but it's about a minute for me. All right, we're reconnecting to the Wi-Fi. I'm going to reload this page. I'm going to clear the output here. I'm going to hit red. Red turns on. Press green, we get yellow. Turn red off, we get green. Turn blue on, we have cyan. Turn green off, we have blue. Turn red on, we have magenta. Turn green on, we basically have white. And everything agrees. We now can control the light with the web page. I am curious about one thing though. I'm going to try switching the 3 volt to 5 volt. And see if it's brighter. If it is, yes, it is. But we cannot compile. Oh man, that is very bright. We might want to add a new feature where we can turn off the 5 volt line or even have a 3-position switch so that we can set 3 volt, low or high and turn off compile. We cannot technically compile when it's on, we cannot upload code to it when it's in the 5 volt. So at very least, we're going to add a switch so we can turn that on and off. So next video, we're going to add a switch and then we'll be ready to start designing our circuit board.